Igraasp-Making, Namaste and welcome to this week's news wrap. Today is the day to learn something new. New news with a new attitude. So get ready and always step up. The highlights of today's news capsule are: Centre to provide 500 COVID care railway coaches to Delhi. The woman who made history in sea and space. First observant Sikh to graduate from US Military Army. Dr. Ratan Lal wins World Food Prize. Green Turtle Colony in Australia. Today's solar eclipse and our very exciting Fun and Facts segment. It is now time to begin with the national news segment.
A salute and deepest respect to the brave hearts who sacrificed their lives to protect our country in the Galwan Valley. The nation will forever be indebted to them for their invaluable service. Our heartfelt and sincere condolences to their families.
With the number of coronavirus cases mounting steadily, capital city New Delhi will be using 500 railway coaches provided by the centre as hospital facilities. The coaches will increase Delhi's capacity by 8,000 beds. According to a Northern Railway spokesperson, each coach will be equipped with medical, paramedical staff and oxygen cylinders. Hope all these steps will augment health infrastructure to deal with increasing COVID-19 cases.
The very talented actor, 34-year-old Sushant Singh Rajput, passed on last week. Not only an actor, he was an entrepreneur, philanthropist, and dancer. He was nominated for Filmfare Award for Best Actor for his role in the sports biopic MS Dhoni, The Untold Story. Rajput was actively involved in programs like Sushant for Education as a part of his efforts to help young students. He will surely be greatly missed. Moving on now to our international segment.
Igraasp-Making, have you heard of Kathy Sullivan? This former American astronaut is gaining a reputation for shattering the records. 36 years ago, she became the first American woman to complete a spacewalk. Recently, she became the first woman to reach Challenger Deep, the deepest point in the ocean. Kathy is only the 8th person ever to have undertaken this daring challenge. She achieved this brilliant feat after a 5-hour expedition that went nearly 11,000 meters below the surface of the ocean. Amazing, right? High up in the sky or deep down below, Sullivan seems to have conquered it all.
Breaking a barrier for any Sikh person wishing to join the US military, Anmol Narang became the first observant Sikh woman, that is the one who adheres to all religious Sikh practices, to graduate from the US Military Academy at West Point. In 1987, the US Congress passed a law prohibiting various religious communities, including Sikhs, from practicing certain articles of faith while serving in the military. They were not allowed to practice keeping unshaven hair and turbans. Second Lieutenant Narang became an inspiration to the Sikh community who wishes to serve the US military and continue practicing their religious beliefs. Narang feels this shall strengthen and add diversity to the army.
Indians around the world are on a winning and recognition spree. Dr. Ratan Lal, an Indian-American soil scientist, recently won the esteemed World Food Prize, which is considered to be equivalent to a Nobel Prize for agriculture. 75-year-old Dr. Lal won the prize for his commendable contribution to increase the global food supply by helping small farmers to improve their soil health. In his career spanning over 5 decades and 4 continents, his soil-saving techniques benefited the livelihoods of more than 500 million small farmers. Congratulations, Dr. Lal. Now for some science news.
Friends, let me tell you about one of the wonders of space science, solar eclipses. This is when the moon comes directly in between the sun and the earth, thus casting its shadow on a part of the earth until it moves along. The sun, moon and earth are in a straight line during a solar eclipse. The solar eclipse of June 2020 started today at 9:15 am Indian Standard Time and will continue until 3:04 pm. Do see the eclipse, but a word of caution. If you're planning to see it, do not forget to carry proper eye protection like eclipse glasses.
Having overseen the journey of SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft to the International Space Station, Kathy Leaders became the first woman head of the space human flight SpaceX, which is the first private company to send humans into space. Leaders joined NASA in 1992 and has been in charge of testing capsules for SpaceX, Boeing and other companies to carry humans safely to space. Officials at NASA admire Kathy's experience and passion to hopefully send the first woman and the next man to the moon by 2024. Exciting, isn't it, Igraasp-ers? Environment and wildlife segment coming up next.
Australia is known to be a home to some of the best marine life in the world. From spectacular reefs to endangered species, Australia has them all. Recently, Australian scientists determined that there are about 64,000 green turtles waiting to lay eggs in Ryan Island. This figure is double of what was estimated earlier. In fact, the scientists even took a stunning aerial photograph of green turtles using drones. Green turtles are listed as endangered species, and in the face of this, the number of such turtles observed comes as a surprise to the marine researchers across the whole world.
In some heartening news from the state of Gujarat, reports state that there has been a 29% increase in the population of Asiatic lions living in Gujarat's Gir forests. In a span of 5 years, their population has risen from 523 to 624. In fact, PM Modi even tweeted about this recently, expressing his hope that this positive trend will continue. Nature is a crucial element of our lives, and it is truly special to hear such heartwarming news.
This is the certificate of appreciation presented to Devanshi Sharma from Manav Sthali School, Rajinder Nagar, Delhi, for successfully participating in weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Did you know the United States of America has no official language? Most people just assume it's English. Spanish is the second most spoken language in the world, since 21 countries in the world have Spanish as their official language.
Can you guess who? This Argentine footballer has won 6 Ballon d'Or and 6 European Golden Shoe awards. This Olympic gold medalist was ranked as the highest paid athlete of the world. His first contract was on a paper napkin. I know you got it. It's Lionel Messi. Did you know that Messi was awarded the Laureus World Sportsman of the Year 2020? Clearly, this footballer has worked hard to achieve his goals.
Word of the week is mellifluous, which means pleasingly smooth and musical to hear. The constant rustling of leaves sounded mellifluous to me.
Yoga is a state of spiritual, mental and physical practice. Doing this makes us happy and super active. Do something new, do something zen. Begin right now, no if or when. Like sugar stirred into tea, the potency of yoga spreads like that of the branches of the tree. So let's strive to do yoga today and every day. Look good, work well, and keep diseases far away.
Dear Igraspers, this week let's join the adventures of Flora and Ulysses. Flora is a 10-year-old girl and her little partner in crime is Ulysses, a squirrel. Flora spends her spare time reading comic books and grappling with her family problems. It is during one event she comes across the squirrel Ulysses fighting for his life. Flora rescues him, not knowing that Ulysses has a big secret. With Flora's mother constantly trying to get rid of the squirrel and Flora yearning to discover if he is actually a superhero, this story is brimming with chaos and excitement. Join Flora and her animal friend in their busy adventures. Don't forget to share a review with us in an email.
Romanian shoemaker Lup created the long-nosed leather shoes in his shop in Transylvania to help follow social distancing. Lup came up with the idea after seeing people struggle to follow social distancing measures. Lup said if two people were wearing these shoes facing each other, there would be almost 1.5 meters between them. It takes Lup 2 days to make a pair of social distancing shoes and almost 1 square of leather. Igraspers, tell us, what do you think about this idea? Would you wear these shoes? Write to us with your views at igrasp@gmail.com.
This brings us to the end of our news wrap. From there to here and from here to there, funny things are everywhere. Igraspers, look for magic and fun around. Until we meet again, stay tickled and stay captivated. Namaste.